just jump right in with Breath of the Wild, because we have a fantastic clip here. Keys, you want to tell us about this one?
Yeah, so player 5.
The thing is, what you want to do is we're going to use a bomb room pickup in order to smuggle here and transition into a smuggle. Sorry, I got it.
Yeah, you had to bring Bliss up. Anyone who missed the pre-show, the Hobbs is the resident Bliss expert. But player 5, fantastic runner first off. These tricks are always mind-boggling to watch, and it's not even just the bomb jumps or Bliss or anything like that. Player 5 also completely owns bosses. Like, we have another clip here where he's like, hey, Calamity Ganon, I don't care. He just stun locks. Yeah, just easy stun locks, easy win, easy game.
Unbelievable the way that he's able to make this happen. So, I mean, let's just take a look, like you're saying.
Yeah, so this is apparently like a kind of tricky setup to do. I've heard from ADEF, resident Breath of the Wild expert from the interview crew, but yes, Calamity Ganon is just a piece of cake. You just got to stun lock.
It's as easy as that, folks. Just stun lock all your bosses. I guarantee that it works half the time.
That's like the number one when you're getting into speedrun and you got a hard boss. You're like, is there a stun lock? Can we do something? Yeah, it's super cool seeing this little twirl strat right there to make sure you can just get through the entire last phase of Calamity Ganon. That's great.
Takes them all the way down. It is incredible and a very difficult strat to do. But there was more than just Breath of the Wild today. Spike, I know you are a big fan of the old animation and the hard, difficult bosses of Cuphead. What do you got for us?
Yeah, about to say, let's talk a little bit about the Cuphead run that Jason 2890, awesome member of just the speedrun community in general. And we got to see 300% today, which is so many percentages thrown on. Got to fight basically every single boss in the game, did all of the side content. You're seeing a clip right here from the DLC, actually, one of the various bosses that I was like, well, I guess I'll get spoiled on tonight. And the cool thing is, you drop down into the second phase of the boss, and they're not supposed to be able to do this. They are just like Sonic the Hedgehog if Sonic could fly. So now we're not playing like Sonic 06 or something. And you just stay in this infinite roll over and over and over again, staying inside the hitbox of the boss and dumping all sorts of DPS into it. It's so cool, among all the other awesome boss strategies and hilariously awful puns that were going on throughout that run. Make sure you go check it out.
I know, that is incredible. I had not seen that. Sometimes we kind of try to hide the clips from each other here, so that way we can be genuinely surprised. I was not expecting that. Absolutely blown away. Well, if you know me, you know I got to call out the Crash Bandicoot runs.
Oh, yeah.
My good buddy Merc has had an incredible run of Crash Bandicoot 3 on the HD collection. So we're going to show one of the very first things, like pretty much the first thing he does the entire run, which is this incredible clip here in Under Pressure. He actually has to kind of just do this weird little, almost like scene clip where just two pieces of geometry meet together and you do these weird animations with Crash, and then you can just pop out of bounds. The camera does not follow you initially, so he's having to do movement without being able to see where he's going. And then finally the camera catches up a little bit, but just a little. He just gets to catch up here and there, and then he has to navigate back inbounds, collect the crystal for the level, because getting to the end portal is not enough in this game. You have to actually collect the crystal. There it is. And then has to go back to the exit as well, and he did such a fantastic job with that one. I was stunned with how quickly he was able to do it, because that is a run ender for sure.
I didn't even realize that they were out of bounds in Crash.
Oh, that game, it seems like every year they find some new out of bounds or something. It's wild.
Yeah, extremely new trick. But talking about not extremely new games, but found all the time. Keys, what you got?
Oh, so Symphony of the Night, greatest Castlevania. Don't at me. But we have done it before, and we did not do nearly as well as DB did here. DB trivializes the doppelganger boss. I remember, I think we both died when we played it before.
Probably.
And DB's just like, hey, so I can stop time, so look, it's me, and he's just gonna do 3 quick hits, and all of a sudden the boss is just gone. Like, here goes the 1, 2, 3, done. He doesn't care about, you know what? I'm such a fanboy for Soden that I'm actually gonna talk about a second clip with Symphony of the Night, and
This encampment serves as a fine hold.
He's the old double dipper.
It's the workhorse tease of the day, I guess.
Let's go with it. Let's go with this next one.
Yeah, so actually the clip in general is just really funny because the host, Carter Flores, is actually trying to read a donation. And, Dragonless is just, it's another day in the office. He's doing some things and towards the end here, he was coming out about one or two screens in position. He actually ends up right here. He gets a frame perfect out of bounds. And he's talking about it because you're going to get it to run and actually be
we are going to watch CC Rules 21 here take out a boss. And I'm just going to kind of let this clip speak for itself. Here's your boss. And there it goes. So good. I know. This is what I love. This is what he did. This is what I really love, is you get to just see the smile from ZZ there the whole time. I'm going to let it loop and play again because, like, I love that about speedrunning, when you could have done how many hundreds of times you've probably done this, right? And yet you can still get that big old smile, still be happy to show this to a brand new audience. Love that every time.
That is absolutely fantastic. I'm glad you said it was a boss. I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know we've got one more clip here. We want to give a quick shout out to one of the earlier sections of that awesome Donkey Kong Country 3 race that we just saw between Chap, Lap, and Blue Pen. I wanted the last name to rhyme as well. But here you've got, coming up on Chaos, one of the various bosses of this game. And the way I titled this clip was, this is a triple-double frame-perfect trick. What's going on right now?
What does that mean? Where
You have to do...
We look at top left here. So
yeah, look top left or top right. Each of these little, where they throw Dixie Kong up in the air and then you recatch her and do a little bop on the head, that is dealing damage to the boss. That is a double frame perfect trick each time they do it to basically skip over the This was just one of many amazing platforming boss fights.
Really gameplay and like we said, go watch the runs. There were so many other fantastic videos. It's Splatoon 3. There's please check out the runs in Ron. And speaking of runs, we got a whole bunch of them happening tomorrow as well.
Well, okay, so I love the Turtles, man. Yeah. Ninja Turtles, I grew up with it. We played it with a bunch of friends. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. You know this is going to be a good run because of the category name, and I had to write it down. Co-op 2v2. Any percent arcade chill rate. You know it's going to be a chill time, so whatever time of day it is for you, breakfast, lunch, dinner, get your food, plop yourself in front of the monitor, have fun with that. And also, did you all know that I really like airboats? Watch Portal. Watch Portal more. Do you like to think with Portals? You don't need to think with Portals. Use airboats. Trust me. It's probably going to be one of the greatest watches.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I want to give quick shout-outs to N6000 coming up later tonight. Actually, we'll get into that one. And Skate, kind of our, like, off Tony Hawk Extreme Sports games going on. Got a chance to talk with both of the runners, and they are just so unbelievably excited to show their games off to all of you out there. So please tune in, give them a shout, because they seem really excited. And of course, gotta give big shout outs to my boy Pestos running Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales tomorrow as well. That is a game with a lot of super fun movement tech in it.
God, this is such a good Monday slate of games that I'm going to actually bring you all to the early
Like as not, the cart will draw beasts along the way. But fear not, we'll walk with...
Wake up at 5 a.m., go to bed, I don't know, what is your sleep schedule? Because you need to watch Cyberbug. That run will absolutely melt your brain right out of there. It's going to be great.
I've learned what to do in this quest.
Let us go! Gun games, and combat optimization, and gun grade and armored core project Phantasma. Make sure to check it all out, folks.
Oh, there's too much to watch and too little time. And with that, our time here has ended for the evening. We hope you enjoyed the daily recap for Sunday. We will be back Monday with maybe a different cast of characters. And until then, keep watching AGDQ 2023 online. Don't forget to donate. GameStuffClick.com/donate. See you.
Bye-bye! Bye-bye!
You know, if you're looking for another tale from the Borderlands, I think I know. This begins as many tales. But no, it is a tale for another time. On a more productive note, if you do have problems with your gaming chair, I recommend a baking powder mix with a light scrub. It worked pretty well for me. You might have to clean up a little bit afterwards, though. But yeah, I hope you are comfy in your chair wherever the sound of my voice finds you for more awesome games done quick 2023 online. We are just about getting ready for a run where, well, you know, you might think you're pretty good, but perfect. Can you finish the entire game without ever being seen? No kills. That perfect. So we've got Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, perfect stealth, and no kills coming up from Joseph Joestar.
Why you look like you're gonna kill me?
That so much. But before that, we have more donations, more generosity to appreciate as we have crossed the $125,000 mark. Thanks to amazing donors like Pidgey, who sends in $50 and says, I've met several of my closest friends through a mutual love of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. Can't wait to see it played tonight. And Daydreamer with $25 who simply says, best wishes, less than 3. 100% reciprocated. Thank you, Daydreamer. Terrorfecta sends in $250 and says, I hope everyone has a great day.
Why are you so intent?
Alrighty.
What is happening?
I'm getting the word that it is time for some tactical stealth action. The perfect kills, perfect stealth, no kills, new game plus run of Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes with Joseph Joestar, 16.
I don't know what you're trying to do here.
Alright, hello, awesome games done quick. Thank you so much for having me back. It's a pleasure to be here. Of course, I won't be doing this alone. I will have one cool man next to on commentary with me. Also, the which I'm about to run, which is perfect self no kills to A+. Man, how you doing?
I've learned a piece.
Good. I can sit back and just watch this. So, Joseph Joestar has been really etching away at this game, so, you know, now's a perfect time to say, man, you've been doing good at this, so I can't wait to see where you're at this point.
Hey, same here, and of course, pleasure to be here once again, like I said. So I will be running the PC version of Ground Zeroes, which I will be running through all 7 missions, which includes the main mission, aka the introductory of what leads into the Phantom Pain, and go through all the side ops and extra ops, and the time will start once I click OK. So, Coleman, T-Tree, you guys are both ready with me, and for all of our viewers watching at home or wherever you are, we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Kept you waiting.
Yeah, I suppose I did keep us waiting. That's my fault. So, like I said, Ground Zeroes is an introductory to MGS5 The Phantom Pain, which is also a later sequel to Peace Walker, and the very first thing I'm going to do is make this very scary run as the first 2 obstacles of the run, which is a moving spotlight and a guard on a fence line, which, unfortunately, I did not make because I wasn't fast enough. So I'm going to do a backup strat in case this happens. So what I'm going to do is run up to the tower, shoot at it. It's going to make that guard turn around. Now this is going to make it take a little bit longer, but it'll at least allow me to get through it. Okay, I guess he didn't like that trick.
Yeah, so this is very, very tricky. This isn't as easy as it looks, and believe me, this is actually a safe strat. This game is very, very unforgiving. One little minor mistake can just screw up the whole thing. So, as long as he can get past this one little part, and this is the toughest.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, so
If you can get past this part, you'll be good.
So what I'm going to do here is checkpoint again, and the reason for this is when you load into this map in Ground Zeroes, it's like one big moving puzzle piece where there's a lot of moving parts to it. And the reason I say this is because in past Metal Gear games, they load in by sections, right? It's not one big map, and that's what this is one big map. And by checkpointing it, it's going to ensure that the guard patrols are going to work in my favor here. And normally, Paz instructs you to go to find Chico first, and then Paz, which are 2 characters in the previous game in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Instead, we're going to go directly for Paz first because, well, 1, it's faster, and 2, the guard patrol is more favorable in this case for me to go there first because it makes it wide open to run down there. What I'm going to do is just set up a clearing condition later when I leave, because what I did earlier is I called in Morpho, the helicopter, because I'm calling it at a very specific time, and I'll explain a little bit more on that as we get there, why I did it. So I'm going to shoot this corner of the wall, which is going to make 3 out of these 4 Marine guards turn around. I'm going to shrink 1, shrink another. I'm going to hold up all 3 of them. And I'm going to redirect Morpho to the middle LZ, because again, I wanted to arrive a certain way. And Coolman, I guess if you can kind of take over as what's going on from here to like the first chopper extract, if you could.
Yeah, that's fine. So whenever you throw a grenade, any kind of grenade, doesn't matter what it is, for whatever reason it distracts these guards to the point of where they won't even go into an alert. They go into a set animation to run away from you or whatever. But he's going to throw a flare grenade here to redirect the helicopter to actually land faster. He should land faster, but it may be a little bit later since he has a checkpoint. Nope, he's getting a fast landing here.
Yeah, so what I'm doing now is what we call the waitlist glitch. It's where, as you're carrying a POW, doesn't matter who or what it is, if you reload your handgun while running into an open door, it puts you to a state of weightlessness, where you're running at full speed while carrying someone on your back, and because you're running at that same full speed, there's no loading animation putting them into a chopper or vehicle like a Jeep, which is how Paz just magically disappeared just then. Okay, no worries, that was somewhat intentional.
Yes.
The almost dying part, but keep going.
So, what you're probably wondering is how he shoots the barrel and kills that guy, and it's not going to count as a kill, which is pretty amazing because, for whatever reason, Metal Gear has this thing called an environmental kill for a misdirected kill. So, technically, you shoot the barrel blowing up isn't your fault. Or the guy dying from the barrel blowing up isn't your fault. I don't know. You have to ask, Kojima and his team. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't count as a kill. You'll see at the end of the run, when the results screen comes up, what you want to look for is the top 2 counters that's below the timer, and it'll say combat alert, and it'll say kills.
So I'm doing the waitlist glitch again, the same thing I did with Paz, but for Chico, and that is the first mission in a nutshell with
a little bit of rework at the start, but yeah, that is the main mission. Hopefully much less than a handful of minutes. And oh yeah, the thing about indirect kills. Yeah, look at that tower. I trust you. I trust you when I say that was going to kill. The tower just happened to blow up by itself. The guy had an unfortunate accident. Not going to count against me. Alright, so we're coming to the third screen. Got out of there, right? It's just fall. Yeah, see? Zero kills are so good.
Much like Guns of Akira, double snake and zero kills anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what defines the stealth no kills. You know, having the zero combat alerts, the zero kills, and trying to be fast. But, T, this would be a great time for donations since I gotta skip through a lot of these outro credits because it's a main story mission.
My pleasure. Various donates $50 to PCF, saying AGDQ is truly the most wonderful time of the year, even with all the puns. Thanks to the runners and everyone behind the scenes. It's amazing what you all do every year. Lord Hayati donates $10, saying, for those who we've lost, for those we can't yet save, tales of loss, fire, and pain. Dedicating this donation to Orida, a friend whom I miss dearly. Can't wait to see the FF14 Palace of the Dead run. And D with a $50 donation saying, AGDQ hype, nearly 3 decades cancer-free, thanks to people like you, thanks to everyone involved. Amazing what gaming can do to bring people together. Cheers. Love you all.
And you, thank you all. Oh, go ahead.
You
no, you go.
$50 simply say, hype! Thank you, all of you.
Yeah, thank you for all you donating. It's all going to a good cause. So we finished the main mission and we're starting what's called a side op, which are missions not really related to the main story, but they take place at the same facility I just completed. So we're instructed with killing these 2 guards named Glaz and Blitz, but you're already thinking, well, wait a minute. This is a stealth no kills category. You can't kill anybody. You gotta be joking with us when you say this. Well, what I'm gonna do is stand or kneel up on this hilltop here, throw a smoke at the ground so it makes me camouflage, and it's gonna cover my shots on the first guard and the second as I shoot them each in the arm. And I'm gonna shoot this barrel so it kills that guy.
Wait, how come you killed him?
Oh, but it's not a kill. I don't know what you mean. So I'm gonna throw that smoke there just to kind of distract them. And I'm going to run back to this checkpoint.
So that is completely random. Have you ever seen that before?
Oh, that Jeep? That happens if you take a little bit longer, which I did play it safe, trying to make sure I got both of the shots in. Because the injuring mechanic in this game can be a little weird at times, depending on what weapon you use and where you hit them. But before I can even finish my thought, that was the Renegade Red side op as I just casually jog out of the mission area. See? No kills! I wasn't jumping.
You didn't get to explain because these missions go fast. But anyway, so he shot him in the ribs with a big out stake. When he checkpointed, it sped up the game to the point where they died. And even in real time, if you just wait for them to bleed out and die, it doesn't count as a kill for whatever reason. But it just so happens when you hit that checkpoint there, and then when we come back, draw them back into the map with binoculars, and therefore they die, but they don't die. I don't know. It doesn't count as a death, so you guys figure it out.
Yeah, I remember when Coolman first showed me how to do that when I came up with a rough draft of this front for this category where I was really trying to be intricate about how I didn't kill them. Then he's like, oh, well, you can do that in a minute and a half, right? And once he showed me that, it's just history from there. So we're doing this mission where we got to save this very special VIP intel agent, if you will. I won't say who it is, but for the most part, we want to take them out with this Oregon 5 pistol, which is a stun revolver. It's very finicky to use, but for now, we're just going to enjoy the music and... Wait a minute. I've heard this music before. You know, it almost feels like I ran this game at a marathon just before, like SGDQ 2022. Could just be a coincidence, just the same coincidence that someone put a Moai statue hat on top of that infinite tower. I don't know, this place is weird.
You're not sure?
Oh no, I don't know who would actually do that, except for a certain somebody that's acting as comms for me. No, there's actually these like bonus trial objectives you can do where you can, you know, mark all the enemies as fast as possible, neutralize them as fast as possible, and one unique to this mission, which is taking out all the Moai statues. I think there's 5 of them throughout the map. Oh, and same thing. Yep, that's not a kill. It was an accident.
Should have technically climbed out of there.
What's that?
Yeah, so the first 5 guards that I took out are essential because if you don't take out the first 5 guards when you load into this mission, they'll reappear as reinforcements later when you try to leave, which will just slow you down trying to exit. So I'm just going to take out these guards as they load in, because certain sections like this, you have to take them out in order to proceed. Other sections, you know, won't be as critical, but, you know, you just want to get into the habit of taking them out. Including this Jeep, which I definitely didn't kill. I mean, the grill just blew up, right? I didn't do anything. As we pop in the next song in the music playlist, T, this would be another good chance for some donations, because it's just going to be more flying around providing cover fire.
Stay vigilant till we're
Roger that. Incoming to LZ with more donations. Your old favorite sent in $5 and says, Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Years. Years. Well, hi, provide this is on the table. I wanted to send you the donation. That was fantastic. Metal Glenn Solid sends in $10 to BCF and says, here we are just hanging in a voice call supporting our good and comfy friend Joe. You got this. And Mom and Dad with a $250 donation that says, we are so proud of you for supporting Cancer Prevention Foundation. Have a great run from Mom and Dad.
I said this before at the last marathon I was in, but I couldn't be there, or, well, couldn't be here as well without their support, and I thank them very much, and also shout out to Glenn, who did commentary for my MGX run. Thank you all so much. Yeah, you can read up a few more donations if you like, for just taking out more guards.
You got it. Short with a $20 donation with the comment, MGS-GZ was my first Metal Gear, a great little game. And Sadrian sends in $50 to the Prevent Cancer Foundation with the comment, for my sister mother-in-law that passed from cancer, and for my friend, I hope nothing but the best for your friend, Sadrian, and thank you very much for your donation.
Alright, so coming up, I'm going to try to take out this guard at this anti-air tower. You can get an early shot in, but it's not that important if you get it. Oh, okay, I actually did get him, but it was late. And, no, wait, guy, watch out!
Well,
okay, well, just to be fair, he did that, not me. Alright, so this is another one of those sections where you gotta take these guards out in order to advance, and sometimes it can get really finicky as it is right now. Because it may look like it's hard to see who I'm shooting in. Trust me, I'm there with you. Because trying to aim with this weapon while trying to lead it while being in the chopper is very challenging. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to go for a very swaggy strike, which saves absolutely no time, but it looks cool if I do it. So I'm going to let this guard come forward a bit. Aim over here. Oh, I didn't get it.
Oh, it was so close, though.
Yeah.
Hard to do it.
Yeah, there's a divider that's over there, that kind of like cinder block divider. If you shoot that guard on it at the right time, what will happen is they'll bounce on it like a trampoline and just go flying into the air. It's, you know, really hilarious. It doesn't save any time, but it would have made for, you know, for something pretty hilarious, like that guy's miss over there. Alright, so now we're going to disembark from the chopper, so it's no longer the rail shooter, quote unquote, where before I hop out, we gotta take out this guard in the tower, this guard over here.
So the good thing about this round just gotta make sure you don't kill anyone.
Yeah, that's something I don't think I explained at all at the very beginning is, yeah, this is the only exception to this category where alerts do not matter, because there aren't any.
You've been blowing on cells.
Yeah, so this tank spawns in when you reach the VIP over there, and what we do is we preemptively throw 3 grenades on the ground right where it pulls up, and then finish it off with a rocket launcher to the back, because the armor is weakest underneath the tank and in the back. If you shoot from the front, it takes like 4 or 5 rockets to take it out. It's way too long. But we use that to our advantage.
Who are you carrying?
I don't know. I mean, I felt like I'd seen them before, but... Oh, wait, there's more enemies. Alright, these guys don't have to take out, but I just do it for good target practice. Like that guy over there. Wow. Alright, I did not expect to actually hit him there.
Yeah, these shots are actually really hard to do on a controller. The rare breed that switches from the controller to the mouse for this mission. But what he has to do right here is he has to take this helicopter out, but he can't take it out too early. So the helicopter has to take out it has a scripted segment where it takes out this tower here. So he's going to have to wait for that. And what that does is it allows Warpo to leave at a faster pace for whatever reason.
There we go. Oh yeah, don't worry, the pilot's ejected, and this guy that fell down here, I don't know, he should take a nap.
These are...
I don't know, I mean...
We've arrived. Well done, men.
Like I said, the game just doesn't see it that way. Oh, I'm gonna shot on him. What if I can get the other guy?
For their actions, right? That's why it doesn't count as a kill. Like the guy in the guard tower, he decided to come to work today. It's his fault that he died, not you. Not your grenade launcher.
Hey man, I live and die with the score screen, but back to that earlier question about who was it that we saved that we had to go through all this trouble. You know, there's something about him, he looks familiar, I feel like I've seen him before, maybe it's the sunglasses that kind of makes it hard to figure it out. Wait a minute. That white thing it is. It can't be. In traditional fashion, Hideo Kojima literally puts himself in the game. And that is who we see.
So it's kind of funny, if you do take too long, you will say another line, which is kept you waiting.
of me. And what we're going to do is turn on our stealth camouflage with basically throwing a smoke inside of a Jeep and then driving with it. It's not foolproof 100%. You have to not drive too close to a guard or have them face directly at you, but it's enough to cover your exit at a distance. And in Cool Man's fashion, I'm going to dive out of the Jeep for no apparent reason, just because it looks cooler. And that is until I position.
That was a really good one. I like the forklift blowing up right before you got to the truck, just because you...
Yeah, I was going to try not to say anything about it, because I was like, oh, God. There's so many things going on in some of these missions, and that's like the one thing you don't expect at times, but you just try to keep your cool until you actually leave.
Literally just, it just blows up.
Yeah, don't ask me why it happens. It's happened to be plenty. I've had it where I drove over a traffic cone and it sends the whole Jeep upward. It's just, sometimes the physics just break for nothing at all. But the next one, I'm going to concentrate at the beginning so Cool Man can kind of, explain what's going on.
So there's 3 anti-air emplacements that he needs to destroy. And the first thing he's going to do.
Stay. Oh, you're staying with me. Come here. Come here. No, no. Oh, no, stay. Herbie, come here. Come here. Herbie. Herbie, come here. Come here. Herbie, come.
A Hydra's head is a fine prize. Walk proud through these streets, mate.
I know. Here you go.
I'll make for the castle directly to offer my report to His Grace. I'll have word sent for you, friend. Pray, sojourn in the capital a while. To the castle, men! Step lively!
Fortune smiles upon me. Well met, Sir Edison. I am called Nick. Now you're come to the capital a conquering hero. My word to you, begin with the pawns. Their kinds woven.
I've gained quest knowledge. find Salamit's grim.
You may learn
Did I
off
have
from
the wrong
me.
meeting?
Assemblies can
I'm
be
pretty
done
sure this is
slowly.
still Ground Zeroes, right? Oh, wait a minute.
We
This is
don't do.
Deja
We're
Vu.
in.
Go
Oh,
figure.
yeah,
It's a
take all
reference
the
to
time
all
you
the
like.
main highlights of Metal Gear Solid 1, including the menu screen
Take
that
all
I
the time you
absolutely adore.
Kojima game with references.
Take all the time you like. Do come again. I've gained quest
Yeah,
message.
so Deja Vu is one of two extra-ops which were originally limited exclusive DLC based on the console it was released on. So we're running as MGS 1 Snake, purely for cosmetic. There is a model where you can play as Gray Fox, which runs faster. It loses about 12 seconds by running it this way, but I assure you it's worth it to run it like this, because running as MGS1 Snake or the Gray Fox model, it changes the appearance of the guards to resemble the genome soldiers of Shadow Moses. Now, in Deja Vu, you have to, at a minimum, recreate 1 out of 6 key cutscenes from the original game. For this run, we're going to do 2. And this second one also has a really eerie feeling. Wait a minute. Is there something behind me? And they're reading my mind. Oh, wait, it's... Oh, okay. Alright, nobody panic. We're back in the game. We have control. I didn't have to get in a second controller port. No memory has been read. We're good to go. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is what we call the vent glitch. I'm going to crawl in and then stand upright. And we're technically out of bounds while in the vent. Wait a minute. Free field mice. Man, loads of references. And that is Deja Vu.
Yeah, you can actually use that. That bit glitch is used to actually get out the map and under the map and stuff like that. A lot of good times on this game back in the day.
Yeah, there's a different ventilation area where you can actually squeeze underneath the map, which unfortunately for this run doesn't take advantage of that. So we're coming up on the last mission of the run, which is Jamais Vu. So Big Boss and Solid Snake were kind of taking a rest. We're now going to have Raiden from Revengeance make an appearance, where he's going to even be more swaggy than the ones before, because not only does he run at incredible speed, but he doesn't even need his blade to get the job done. He just gets it off to the side and say, you know what, I got this. So, long story short with this one, we have to take out these fake Marines known as Snatchers, which are, I don't know, like these alien cyborg organisms, whatever they are, that took possession of the real Marines. While also not trying to kill the real ones, and we know which ones